A situation where a legal debate hinges on a technicality. What exactly counts as penetration under the POCSO Act? The Kerala High Court has just delivered a significant ruling on this question. A man convicted of sexually assaulting his 4.5-year-old neighbor under the POCSO Act and IPC challenged his conviction, arguing that since there was no rupture of the hymen, it shouldn't count as penetrative sexual assault. But the High Court firmly rejected this argument. The court ruled that even partial or slight penetration of the male genital organ into the labia majora or vulva without necessarily entering the vagina qualifies as penetrative sexual assault under Section 3 of POCSO. This interpretation was reached by referring to Section 375 of IPC, which defines vagina to include the labia majora. The court also made an important observation. If POCSO were interpreted differently from IPC, it would create an inconsistency, where a stricter standard would apply to proving sexual assault on children than for rape under IPC. This would defeat the very purpose of the POCSO Act, which is meant to provide extra protection to minors. Now, what about the evidence? The convicted man claimed that since the victim was a child, her testimony alone shouldn't be enough. The court dismissed this argument, saying that as long as a child witness is capable of answering questions rationally, as per the Indian Evidence Act, the testimony is valid. In this case, the victim's testimony stood firm under cross-examination and was backed by medical evidence. The court also addressed another common defense in sexual assault cases, that there should be independent witnesses. The judges pointed out the obvious. Sexual crimes usually happen in secrecy, and expecting external witnesses is unreasonable. However, they did caution that courts must assess each victim's testimony carefully, ensuring it is credible before convicting an accused. Ultimately, while the court refused to overturn the conviction, it did reduce the sentence from life imprisonment to 25 years of rigorous imprisonment, considering life imprisonment too harsh. This judgment clarifies a crucial legal point. Penetration, even if slight, is enough to establish penetrative sexual assault under POCSO. It also reaffirms that child testimony, if credible and corroborated by medical evidence, holds strong legal weight. Do let us know what are your thoughts on this case in the comment section below, and if you wish to read this case in detail, click on the link in the description or visit our website www.livelaw.in. And for more such legal updates, stay tuned to Live Law.